Vada Poche.
Welcome back to another episode of Vada Poche. இன்னைக்கு வந்து we have a very special guest. His name is Chef Annil. Welcome to the show, bro.
Hello guys, what's up? Very happy to be part of your show today.
Thank you for
joining us.
Okay. So for those who don't know, who is Chef Annil and what do you do?
Okay, this is candid, right? So
பரவாயில்ல ப்ரோ, ரிலாக்ஸ் ப்ரோ. இவர்தான் சட்டை போட்டுட்டு ரொம்ப ப்ரொஃபஷனலா வந்திருக்காரு.
அவரோட சட்டையால கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆயிராதீங்க. சோ சரி நான் கேக்குறேன். சரி நீங்க யாரு என்ன பண்றீங்க?
நான் வந்து Chef Annil. நான் வந்து obviously ஒரு chef-ஆ இருக்கேன். And yeah, I run my own catering. And yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we are well known because in our social circle, you know, that you're well known.
நம்பாதீங்க.
Because my wife and her friends all that they know your videos, they watch your recipe videos and mee goreng எல்லாம் செய்வீங்க.
Yes.
So she sees all that, and அவங்க வந்து சொல்ற the main thing that she says that she likes about your content, right? And after she introduced me, then I watching, then I realized it's the same thing. நீங்க ஒரே ஒரு பிரகாசமான ஸ்மைலோட அந்த ரெசிபி எல்லாம் காட்டுவீங்க.
Yes.
So அந்த ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்ட்லினஸ், அந்த ஒரு வார்ம்த் உங்க வீடியோக்குள்ள தெரியுது, அந்த சமைக்கும் போது அந்த ஜாய் தெரியுது. So that's what in my opinion makes you like stand out on our feed especially.
நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன் ரெக்கார்டிங் ஆரம்பிக்கிறது முன்னாடி, அதை பார்க்குறப்ப எனக்கு என்ன தோணுதுச்சுன்னா பேஷன். I sense the passion that he has in cooking and I can really see that. ஏன்னா நான் ஒரு சாப்பாடு பிரியர். அந்த பேஷன் வந்து இருக்கணும், சாப்பாடுக்குன்னு அந்த பேஷன் இருக்கணும், இல்லாட்டி ஸ்டாஃப்.
உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த you know who is cousin Burakன்னு யாரு தெரியுமா?
Yes. Chezen. Yeah.
Chezen.
வெங்காய் சிரிச்சிட்டே.
So he reminded me, you reminded me of him actually. So
yes.
so
but
very
different BMI only.
எனக்கு என்ன திரும்ப ஞாபகம் வந்துச்சு, எனக்கு ஒன்று தான் ஞாபகம் வந்துச்சு, பேட்டையில் ரஜினி சொல்ல இட்லி எத்தனை லவ்வோட சமைக்கணும்.
Okay, so இந்த சந்தோஷத்தை பற்றி பேசிட்டோம். So what makes you enjoy cooking?
I think growing up I've always been a rebel. I only do what I like. So that's something I really stick by myself. I only do what I like. So I did quite poorly in school, but the only subject I did pretty well was food and nutrition. To be honest, that was a savior for me. So because of my food and nutrition, I told myself, you know what, this is the field I'm going to go for. So everything I choose from here on is going to be food related. So the fact that I can actually follow my bliss and get paid for what I do, it's a blessing lah. So I've committed myself. The word is commitment. I've committed to food. So yeah.
It's nice.
So படிச்சது and like qualifications எல்லாம் food related lah.
Everything is food related. Yeah.
Okay.
So நானும் ஒரு food பிரியர் தான்.
Yes.
இந்த தருணத்தில் ஒன்று கேட்டானோ ப்ரோ, வெஜிடபிள் பிரியாணி சாப்பிடுவீங்களா ப்ரோ?
Vegetable biryani. Security.
I have to confess, எனக்கு வந்து recently வந்து digestion வந்து ராத்திரி ரொம்ப சாப்பிடுறது வந்து it's taken a toll on me. So I started enjoying vegetable biryani recently.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah. I used to hate vegetable biryani.
Yeah. We even had a dedicated episode about it.
Yeah, and I refuted like it was terrible. It is horrible.
Okay.
So that's the second episode, right?
It was our second episode.
ஆரம்பமே சாப்பாடுல தான்.
But why? Is anyone vegetarian here?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's just that vegetable
You're just talking about it. ஏன்னா like sometimes நம்ம குடும்பத்துலலாம் if they got functions and like some of our families say there's certain days when they will be vegetarian and all that, right? So if there's like a Deepavali or something falls on a vegetarian day, then vegetarian biryani தான் வரும்.
Okay.
And I had a stance where vegetable biryani is actually pulao.
I was going to say that. I was going to be like, Mee-pok lah. Yeah.
Vegetable biryani is
Pilau, yeah.
It's like no such thing as vegetable biryani.
It's the same, just without the meat.
Then they put mock meat, the same as mock meat.
Actually, what's the difference between pulao and biryani?
Okay, ரொம்ப
எனக்கு சுத்தமா தெரியாது. யாராவது தெரிஞ்சா சொல்லுங்க.
Pulao வந்து just referring to the rice. Biryani is just referring to the whole set of meat.
Biryani வந்து
பிரியாணி இருக்கு, வேற ஸ்டைல் இருக்கு. But
pulao வந்து is basically you tamba all the vegetables and all in.
Correct.
From my understanding lah, you put all the vegetables in. You can put paneer or whatever, etc. you cook it with normal rice, or you can put it with basmati rice or something.
Your sweetness from your vegetables contribute to the flavor of the rice.
Correct.
So
But isn't pulao meant to be cooked with basmati rice? No.
Yeah, basmati rice, like whatever, see what is convenient for you all lah. But biryani under, like you said, there's many styles. There's the Hyderabadi biryani, there's the South Indian biryani, etc. Dindigul, yeah, whatever.
Correct.
The only thing is they replace the biryani with they replace like mutton or chicken with the vegetable.
Yeah.
I only can think of Kati. I don't know why. Whenever we talk about biryani, அவன மாதிரி சாப்பிடணும்னு ஆசை இருக்கு. ஆனா ரெண்டு வாயில full ஆயிடும்.
Is it the Kiran scene where he will?
They will smell on top. You look. இந்த மாதிரி பிரியாணி.
என்ன தெரியுமா, அது actually நான் usually சாமிஸ் கறி போனாக்கா செய்றேன் இது. So
காமெண்ட் வேற வந்திருக்கு TikTokல.
சாமிஸ் கறி கை இருக்கா?
இல்ல இந்த தருணத்துல ஒன்று சொல்லணும். நேர்களே, அடுத்த தடவை நீங்க பரஃபா நீங்க வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் இடத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நேரடியா சுடுதண்ணி எடுத்து அவன் மூஞ்சி ஊத்துறீங்க. இது நம்மளுக்காண்டி நீங்க ஒரு பண்ற ஒரு நல்ல விஷயமா இருக்கும்.
நேர்களே, தவிர பாத்தீங்கன்னா தயவு செஞ்சு இந்த கத்தி இருக்குல்ல, கத்தி எடுத்து அந்த முடியை வெட்டிடுங்க. சத்தியமா வெட்டிடுங்க, மட்டையாக்கிடுங்க.
இந்த குரூப்ல வந்து எனக்கு மட்டும் தான் நல்லா வளருது.
Wait, hold up.
சாரி, கத்திரிக்கோள்.
கத்தி எடுத்து முடிய வெட்டிடுறான்.
அவன் என்னைய போட்டு தள்ளுறதுக்கு முடிவு பண்ணியிருக்கான்னு இதுல இருந்து தெரியுது.
இவா எடிட்டிங்ல வந்து you need to put like a disclaimer. We do not condone.
டேய், போன வாரம் தான் ஒரு எபிசோட் செஞ்சோம். அதுக்குள்ள வயலண்டா பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
You were saying earlier that vegetarian is something that's very, very popular among Indians.
Yeah.
So actually, that's one of the reasons why I actually branched out and created another entity called Pani Puri.
Yeah.
So Pani Puri is actually entirely vegetarian. So this is actually to cater to, those who are vegetarian. Also, I think more people are more willing to try vegetarian, and also the thing is, I'm not halal certified. My kitchen is not halal certified.
Okay.
So a lot of my Muslim brothers and sisters, they actually don't mind trying because there's no meat and
Right.
you see.
We mentioned about the Pani Puri, right? அது வந்து நீங்க அந்த தீபாவளி பாசாலையோ அது இருந்துச்சு, right? The
Yes.
Pani Puri and all that. So அது வந்து social media was very prominent. Like a lot of people were posting about it. We also came down and we tried it. It was great.
I'm super happy that actually a lot of people actually created content for me.
Yeah.
So I'm really very appreciative for that because
உங்களுக்கு வேலை மிச்சம்.
இல்ல it's a technology genius. It's a genius marketing.
so I mean Dave, it's what he said.
No, I mean from a business perspective, right? The best, or like I'm a marketing guy, right? So the best thing you can do, the best thing you hope for is user generated content lah. Makkal on the day they are posting about your business. But in order to achieve that, you need to be doing something good.
Okay.
Which means that you are. So it's great. So it must be very gratifying. Like matavanga வந்து இந்த videos when they take and then they're posting with you, taking videos with you, and posting about உங்களோட சாப்பாடு சந்தோஷமா சாப்பிட்டு இருக்காங்க. So how does that make you feel when you see all those things?
Okay. So I only started social media about a year ago from now. So I believe that what do you call this? Anyone can hit a viral moment. They can hit a point where they get popularity. But the thing is, these kind of things die out.
Yeah.
So I honestly believe in sustainable growth. Abdina, many people go in for the chance of earning money making opportunity சொல்லுவாங்க. But to be honest, I've never had the greed for that. So sustainable growth, I want people to know me for who I am. I want people to come back again because F&B business when there, it's you have to constantly have your clientele come back. If not,
very hard.
And one bad experience வந்து it can like break the whole client
Chain,
and customer relationship.
correct, because why the turnover is very high. F&B businesses, you open restaurant 2-3 years தான் தாங்குவாங்க, and after that people close down because they don't have sustainable growth. So I believe that you should always capture people's heart lah.
அந்த விதத்துல you captured my heart, bro. Your onde Pani Puri was
really
very
good.
Yeah.
I'm very particular when I consume anything which is onde like onde K and onde.
same,
So when trying onde Pani Puri, it was like very good. I could taste the freshness of the coconut and
நீங்க மாங்கனி பாத்தீங்களா? இல்ல தானே.
Good.
It's
So very good. So you must say very good. You must watch the movie. Okay. But warning கொடுத்து ரைஸ் no brainer படம். So ஒரு லாஜிக்கலா எதிர்பார்க்காதீங்க.
லாஜிக்கலா எதுவும் இருக்காது.
just comedy.
Full stupid humor. Do you watch Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder, yes.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
silly
very
humor.
similar
I
to
love
that.
silly humor.
Yeah, it's
like
just silly.
Family Guy and all. They're like
Yeah, exactly the
It's
same.
very silly.
Okay,
Exactly
okay.
the same.
I love that. I love
Okay,
that. I love
great.
that.
I
All movies are
should give
going
it a
towards
go.
that direction.
அந்த படத்தை வந்து நான் தான் முதல்ல பார்த்தேன் குரூப்ல. So when my other friends were asking, I say y'all don't watch lah, y'all don't like. ஆனா இவா கேட்டபோது மட்டும் நீ பாருடா உனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் ஏன்னா நீ ஒரு மட சாம்பிராணி நீ மாதிரி
அவன் சொல்றதெல்லாம் நம்பிராதீங்க. நீ உன் முடிய
உனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்குதானே அந்த படத்தை பத்தி தான் பெருமையா பேசுறேன்.
இல்ல, actually I agree. He's been infected by it. I would say.
So serious என்ன கேவலமா பாடுறதுல. So why Pani Puri?
Yes.
I went to India. I tried my first Pani Puri in India about a year and a half ago. I tell you, I hated it so much. I was like, என்னடா இந்த கர்மத்துல அப்படி என்னதான் இருக்கு? I was not impressed at all. I went to India, Chennai. I ate different Pani Puri. I was just like, why are people so obsessed with this?
Right.
But then again, to understand why people like Pani Puri, first of all, it's a very refreshing. It's a very refreshing snack. When you bite into it, there's cold, spicy. There's a bit of mouth texture. Then there's all kinds of things doing to your mouth.
Belly,
And
yeah.
for the hot weather, it's very good, refreshing. So I came to Singapore. I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna put my own take on this. I'm gonna rewire people's thinking about Pani Puri. So that was what I kind of like had the plan for lah. So if you try the Pani Puri, you'd realize it's very Singaporeanized. You realize you will have a taste of curry puff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then suddenly you will see there's like rasam going on. Then there's like crispy elements from the oma puri. And then fried onions is something that I uniquely put.
Yeah.
And because you know why? When I eat the pani puri, வெங்காயம் and the pacha vada, you know.
The aftertaste.
So bad. And then you don't know how people keep it, you see. So fried onions keep well. So that one also is
Right.
yeah.
ஸோ இந்த நோட்டில் வந்து சில பேர் they love Pani Puri obviously.
Yeah.
ஸோ அவங்க வந்து ஒரு விதத்தில் வந்து ஒரு ஃபுட் பியூரிஸ்டாக இருப்பாங்க.
Yeah.
இந்த பானிபூரினா இப்படி தான் இருக்கணும், மீகோரினா இப்படி தான் இருக்கணும். ஸோ உங்கள் மேபி they tried your version of Pani Puri and then they what do you think that they would if they received it negatively, what would be your thoughts and why அவங்க சொன்னா why do you want to reinvent the wheel னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll sort of like break down that question. If you
Okay.
mind.
Yeah.
So நீங்க அந்த பானிபூரி நீங்க வந்து reinvent பண்ணீங்களே, I'm sure people who have tried பானிபூரி would have came
And
and
then
said,
here's the thing: it's not our territory. Pani Puri is not our territory.
I was about to say that
because it's not a South Indian.
It's not
It's a North
side.
Indian food.
Okay, but technically every area also has their own version. lah.
ஆமாம், correct, yeah.
Okay.
இல்ல கில்லில அந்த ஏரியா இந்த ஏரியா அந்த
முதல்ல
Hey,
அந்த
hi,
படத்தை
Pani.
பார்த்தீங்க. So, did you receive any criticism, from
Of
people?
course. A lot.
Director or
A
like
lot.
on DMs.
On DMs, a lot. So a lot of like what do you call this? A lot of people, they made videos and all that, hey, this is not authentic and stuff like this. They were very harsh about it.
Okay.
I was a bit sensitive in the beginning lah. In the beginning, I was a bit sensitive to take some criticisms. But then again, there's always going to be people who wants to say something lah.
Okay.
And there are some people who actually tried and they genuinely don't think they like it, and it's fine. Food is subjective. Food is subjective.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not everyone has to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ஆக்சுவலி இந்த கொஸ்டினோட நான் ஒன்று I want to throw in. இப்போ யாராச்சும் உங்கள்ட்ட ஃபேஸ் டு ஃபேஸ் இந்த மாதிரி வந்து சொல்லியிருக்காங்களா உங்கள் பானிபூரி நல்லா இல்லைன்னு?
Face to face.
இல்லை நீங்கள் சொல்ல விருப்பம் பரவாயில்ல ப்ரோ. No, because because I have seen in restaurants, people complain to the chef straight, call the chef and like உங்க சாப்பாடு நல்லா இல்லை and everything. Because I really எனக்கு தெரிய feel bad one thing. At the chef point of view, I don't know how they handle it. அந்த thinking, ஏன்னா நீங்கள் சமைக்கும் போது உங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும் அந்த கஷ்டம், அந்த என்ன பண்ணுறீங்க, எவ்வளோ போடுறீங்க எஃபர்ட். நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஸ்டார்டிங் லவ்வோட செய்கிறீங்க, அது வேற யாருக்கும் பிடிக்கல and publicly they are calling you and calling you out. How do you handle this kind of situation? Have it ever happened to you before?
So yeah, okay. So for instance, there are people who to my train of thought. So basically, I have encountered stuff like this before, where they tell me like, hey, but no, they've not tell me in a harsh way lah. More like, hey, it's not spicy enough. It's not this enough. So That wise I'm okay. I'm like,
Constructive still.
Constructive.
So I'm like, hey, okay, no worries, uncle. Actually, I can do, but this one is more accepting for general crowd lah.
Correct,
So
correct,
I cannot
correct.
tell them like that.
Okay.
So நீங்க முதல்ல சொன்னீங்க like earlier in the episode right that நீங்க வந்து school ageலயே when you did your food and nutrition அப்புறமா உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிச்சு இல்லை சாப்பாடுனா உங்களுக்கு விருப்பம்னு like சமைக்க விருப்பம் அதான் உங்களோட பேஷன் ஆனா அதை பத்தி என்னது உங்களோட அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுச்சு
நான் நினைக்கிறேன் நேச்சுரலாகவே லைக் ஆனஸ்ட்லி நேச்சுரலாகவே எனக்கு அந்த ஆர்வம் இருந்துச்சு எஸ்பெஷலி தே ஹேட் லைக் தோஸ் தியரி கிளாஸஸ் where you can cook and all then I realized like எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் I'm doing better than some of these girls like you know what I mean so I was just like I was like illatharasi.com
No, the stigma where females only can cook.
yeah
Actually, most hotel chains, right?
The
Chefs are actually males. That was. I was
when Asian when you're growing up நம்ம Indian families Asian families you generally நம்ம வந்து அம்மா பாட்டி தான் சமைச்சு பார்த்திருப்போம் most houses so that's our exposure you see so when to me also like when we watch more shows only I realize there are a lot of men cooks around I didn't know
yeah
I never had that issue because my father cooks.
oh nice
Yeah, he's a better cook than my
upama
mom.
with egg
Yeah, but his biryani is technically the best lah.
but this is
makes good
I
biryani,
tell you this one I really want to try like legit really want to try
It is.
like a stir fry like a upma stir fry
Master fry
like a yeah
maybe அடுத்த வீடியோ வந்து we can use உப்மா
நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா சண்டே அவர் வீட்டில் இருந்தால் சண்டே எடுத்தேன் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட் நான் எடுத்து ஒரு நாள் அப்லோட் பண்ணுறேன்
do it oh my god you should do it you should totally do it
I want to see the reaction.
இல்லாட்டி தாப்பா பண்ணி அனுப்பு
நீ சாப்பிடுவேன்னு தெரியும்.
நான் எதுக்கு தான் சாப்பிட வேண்டாம்
Let's go back to the question.
so you're saying that you're doing better on the subject like compared to the rest
yeah I realized that I could actually you know and also one more thing is my mom let me in the kitchen at a very early age so she kind of let us like experiment cooking and all at quite a young age so yeah I think that was a very very important first step lah being comfortable in the kitchen.
Do you remember the first dish you made in your mom's kitchen in your
The
home?
first dish I think the most memorable one is my younger brother and I we cooked the whole Christmas feast for my family.
Huh.
It looked like shit I tell you but it was very memorable.
இல்ல the build up நல்லா
நான் நினைச்சேன் நான் எல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு நான் உண்மையா நினைச்சேன் நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும்.
We cooked a Christmas feast
but it looked like shit
No, but how it tasted?
No,
That's
we wanted to do like from the whole like 5 course we wanted to do like even strawberries in chocolate the strawberry look like I tell you somebody
Okay.
it looks so bad yeah so I learned you know what I mean all these failures lah to actually it leads you to somewhere after yeah. And also I started my sorry am I deviating
no way.
deviate no problem
so I started my cooking I started off as a host in a culinary school first and then my boss saw me and told me like hey I can teach someone how to cook but I can't teach someone how to PR so he kind of like scouted me and threw an apron to me and said hey I'm going to teach you how to cook from scratch so that's how I actually went into cooking lah இப்போல இருந்து கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல கொஞ்சம் பேச
okay very interesting
That's very interesting. Like ungla vandu they saw the talent, they saw that spark in you. It's actually incredible.
What is the most complex dish நீங்க சமைச்சதுல?
Oh my goodness, complex dish. To be honest, Indian food is something that came to a challenge for me because I was trained in Italian and French cuisine.
Oh, okay.
right
It's something I tell people lah. In the Munji, Tamil sapa. You know, you can only sell Indian food well. So I realized during the COVID period, I was stuck. I needed to reinvent myself because I realized that me teaching masterclass, who's gonna buy? So. On another topic also, I also wanted to share. Like, I written these points lah. I was actually going through a very difficult point during COVID because I was a chef entertainer. So I really thought that I was at my prime. I felt that there was nowhere it cannot get better than this, and that's something I also want to share with the young'uns out there lah. Don't always feel that you are at the top. Try to go further, always try to improve and always try to like reinvent and do better because when you feel like you're really up there I tell you this only way is coming down so I really went through that phase humble pie nu solluvaangala adu or dish so humble pie I got a taste of humble pie because I came down crashing I didn't know what to do with my life அப்பதான் நான் நினைச்சேன், okay, let's reinvent myself, Indian food. I opened my spice cabinet. எனக்கு தலையெல்லாம் சுத்துனுச்சு. அது என்னடா ஒரு 30 ஸ்பைசஸ் இருக்கு. So I was just like, எங்க இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்னு தெரியல. ஸோ ஒரு வருஷம் எடுத்தேன். ஒரு வருஷத்துல நான் கொஞ்சம் இன்டர்ன்ஷிப்ஸ் எடுத்தேன், கொஞ்சம் ஃப்ரீலான்ஸாக ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ஸில் வேலை செஞ்சேன். மிஷ்லின் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ஸ்லையும் இருக்குது, மிஷ்லின் பிப் கோமான் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ஸ்லையும் கொஞ்சம் வேலை செஞ்சேன். கொஞ்சம் கற்றுக்கிட்டேன் எப்படி எல்லாம் மூவ் பண்ணணும், எப்படி சமைக்கிறாங்கன்னு. யூனோ so I kind of like took some inspiration. I took 1 year and then I branched out. I opened my own catering company called Chemin. Which I reinvented my mother's food.
Right.
Yeah.
So the foods are like very close to your heart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can you imagine?
In my head, I get this, Rolex on the scratch in the ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். I get that. It's like you went all the way to the top. Something happened and you came down and you started again. You didn't let that, deter you. That's actually quite amazing.
இல்லை எனக்கு ராக்கி 3யோட கதை வந்து எனக்கு இது like Rocky versus the Mr. T.
I thought you were Naikutis, yeah. I was like, what? Who that?
Rocky,
okay.
Sylvester Stallone, boxing.
Oh, that one. Okay,
Boxing.
okay.
It's okay. Scratchல ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்.
I just one curiosity. So நீங்க வந்து when you ventured into Indian food, but you were trained in French and Italian.
Yes.
And then the cuisine your main வித்தியாசங்கள் என்ன from a cook's, from a chef's perspective?
Okay. Italian food, they focus a lot on like fresh ingredients. Fresh ingredients. And then Indian food was a big difference for me because playing around with the spices. And then you have your holy trinity nu solluvaanga. Let's say you're French and Italian, they have the mirepoix nu solluvaanga, carrot, onion, celery. You have your, they play around with these kind of ingredients, the spices, with your sage, rosemary, thyme. For Indians itself, we have our holy trinity.
Kottamalli.
We have our inji poondu, chili, we have our garlic, you have your cumin, you have your seeragam and all that. Okay, these are all like what do you call this? Equalizer. For me, Indian food is like an equalizer. That's how I visualize Indian food for me. They're all like panels in an equalizer. You adjust a few. You create different dishes.
Right. So Anil, நீங்க முதல்ல சொன்னீங்க நீங்க ஒரு chef entertainer. What is a chef entertainer?
Okay, so chef entertainer, edutainment சொல்லுவாங்க. So I used to actually teach people how to cook in an entertaining way. So my style of cooking is like, there's like comedy involved, there's comedy, and then there's also like education involved as well.
Right.
So the kalandu was a very fun class. So that's how I used to teach my audience back then. So we used to do a lot of corporate events, a lot of team bonding events for cooking school. So yeah.
So during a one I don't know how a meal, I will just say call it a meal. During that one meal, right? What is a chef entertainer supposed to be doing? Like do you do a lot of interaction with the guests? Do you do a lot of like is there a lot of interaction, or is it more you're talking and they're enjoying the food sort
so
of
we keep it very hands-on because there's a lot of when you cook, a lot of who you are comes out,
right?
You know what I mean? Just like any sports, when you play a sports or you play card games, your true colors come out. Yeah. If you're an idiot, we'll find out somehow. So a lot of like corporates, they engage team bonding events with cooking. So this way, they actually can get to know one another as a team.
Yeah.
And then So the thing is, we will teach them how to prepare. So I'll teach them the first demo how to prepare, and then I will let them go and cook at their individual stations.
Right.
So I, at the same time overseeing them. And at the end of the day, the end product will be served by me. So அவங்க எவ்வளோ நாசம் படுத்தினாலும் I can still try to like
save it lah.
So இந்த மாதிரி ஷோ பண்ணுறதுக்கு வந்து முன்னால் நீங்கள் வந்து நிறைய ஸ்கிரிப்டிங் பண்ணுவீங்களா, or like do you have to do a lot of preparation in terms of how you deliver your speeches, your dialogues?
Every audience, every batch that comes in is different. They so we have to study the audience first. We'll study the audience. Some people, they come in, they are busy. They just want to like get it over and done with. So we know that we have to just keep it structured, keep it short. And then there are people who want to drink and have fun. They really want to like let loose. So these are times we try to study our audience and give them what they need for the night.
இதுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு demographic stereotype பண்ணுவீங்களா? Okay, in the mari like age group, they are more into cooking. Okay, in the mari or age group, okay, maybe they are not so serious.
Yes. So normally, if it's a corporate team building event, they normally don't pay for it. So they just come there for the sake of it.
Right.
But
Have to go.
1-2 glasses of wine later, I tell you, they really have lots of fun. Adhe mari, there's people who actually pay to learn.
Right.
So அந்த மாதிரி ஆடியன்ஸ்க்கு வந்து கொஞ்சம் வேற. அவங்க கேட்பாங்க, why this much water? Why that much tablespoon? Why 1 tablespoon? Why not 2 tablespoons? They will ask weird questions. Sorry, not weird question. There's no such thing as weird question. Just special questions. So, like they will even ask you why your recipe is like that, this and that. நிறைய கேள்வி கேட்பாங்க. But so there's that kind of audience also lah.
Nice.
எனக்கு ஒரு கேள்வி. ஸோ நான் சமைக்கும் போது நான் எதையும் மெஷர் பண்ணிவிட்டு எல்லாத்தையும் கையளவில் தான் எல்லாத்தையும் போடுவேன். உப்பாக இருக்கட்டும், உரப்பாக இருக்கட்டும், I'll do that. Do you measure all the ingredients or do you aga?
To be honest, I don't measure. I don't measure. But here's the thing. Same for music, same for food. So there's people who actually play by ear na solluvaanga.
Yes.
People who play by ear. So I used to play music back then. I don't know how to read a score. I'm quite dyslexic. So in the score particularly, when anything to do with measurement, numbers and all, I just like zone out. But then again, there's people who actually cook by feel. But after running a business, I understand that, you know what, you must have a recipe. Must have a recipe. Because recipe will equate to standardization.
Consistency.
But it's fine if you're cooking for yourself, no need to alavu also. Kaipidi alavu or whatever. Just like cook as you feel.
So வீட்ல சமைக்கும் போது just as you feel, வெளியே வந்து follow the ingredients.
Because you want consistency. You know, there are people out there with very what do you call this?
Sensitive
tongues. They can understand when not good just by a little bit also.
Like no, நம்ம வந்து சில favorite restaurants க்கு போனாலும் like சாப்பாடு சாப்பிட்டா let's say I go in week 1 of January, it will be nice and I eat it. I go in week 2 of February, இன்னைக்கு வேற மாதிரி இருக்கு.
Standard கொஞ்சம் drop
Your regular customer.
Yeah.
No, even standard கொஞ்சம் drop னு சொல்ல முடியாது. Like taste is different. They can tell, especially in a business. Like, I watch a lot of cooking, so like Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef, all those. I watch a lot. So like the one thing they go for is the consistency, and with regards to the standardization in like plate to plate, everything must be similar looking, similar size, similar portion, everything. So I think your recipe will make sense. But now like for me, நான் வந்து சமைக்க ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது I was very formulaic because எனக்கு வந்து அளவெல்லாம் பார்க்க தெரியாது. Like with regards to in the measurement, I சுத்தமா when I want to pick up a recipe, I really needed to know, because if not, it will come out like shit.
but it takes the fun out. I mean, it takes the fun out.
Yeah. It did, because at the start I was like, okay, for me it wasn't, because I started baking first.
Oh, okay. I just want to share.
Yeah.
Bakers are a different breed. Hot food people and bakers, they are two different type of people. So you were sharing.
So I started baking first.
Okay.
With that, measurements are exact.
Yes.
So அந்த ஒரு formula I was thinking, then when I started cooking like Indian food, all that, right? ஆரம்பத்தில் I was following the templates. Because இவ்வளோ கிராம் மசாலா, இவ்வளோ 2 cups of onion, blah blah blah, follow. அப்புறம் டேஸ்ட் வரும்போது I realized that அவ்வளோ நல்லா இல்லை. So I used that as a base, right? I used the first recipe as a base, my first taste, then I know okay what I like, what I don't like. Then I realized, especially Indian சாப்பாடு சமைக்கும் போது, I go by smell.
Okay, yes.
I went by smell and I could identify things easier rather than by the
name or
by the even the look. I go by the smell. You can like இன்ன சாப்பிடும்போது அந்த இஞ்சி பூண்டு அந்த வாடை போயிடும் after a few minutes. அது போகிற வரைக்கும் must cool all that. So when those things happen, I picked up more there. I realized okay, உரப்பெல்லாம் கணக்காக இருக்குன்னு. I was like, தப்பாடா.
But try to taste next time. You know, just taste as you go so long. Because smell is always a bit deceiving lah. So always go for the taste.
So I had this problem when I started cooking first. எனக்கு வந்து அந்த சீரகம் சோம்பு, I didn't know how to differentiate.
Okay.
Because all look the same to me. சீரகம் சோம்பு is all. So what I did was I started smelling my ingredients.
Yes.
I started smelling and then I identified what I needed for the dish. நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன் தெரியுது. நான் ஒரு மாப்ப நான்
got it for leash.
Meow.
Cats also have leash.
Meow.
You got the fish, man.
எங்க காணோம்?
இன்னைக்கு நீ போட்டிருக்க வெள்ளை சட்டை மாமா டியூக் மாதிரி.
No, but that's how I started cooking. But then I have this thing where I don't like to taste my dish. I
You
don't
don't taste your dish.
I don't like நான் சமைச்சோன்னே like I don't like to-
எல்லாரும் வாயில எச்சி தான் ஊறும். Okay.
துப்புறதுக்கா இல்ல நான் சொல்லிட்டேன்
அது குருமாங்க.
டேய் யூசுவலா நீ cross talk அதிகமா பண்ண பட் இன்னைக்கு மட்டும் cross talk on point bro.
Yes, love it.
ஒன்னையும் டேமேஜ் பண்றான் அது புரிஞ்சுக்க.
அதெல்லாம் பரவாயில்ல.
I have a question for the team. Okay, so if there's one dish you guys are proud of, what dish is that you guys can cook well? One dish. Maybe you'd like to share to the audience?
நான் சமைக்க மாட்டேன் ஆனா பேக்.
Oh, you bake.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I used to bake a lot of muffins, brownies and all that. So I think the best I've ever done is my muffins with sugar icing.
I know.
இன்னைக்கு
I tried to be professional.
He's so innocently answering.
தெரியும்
Muffin, brownie, ரெண்டு வெச்சா கலாய்க்கலாம்.
அந்த பேக்க வச்சோ கலாய்க்கலாம்.
இல்ல நான் எவ்வளவு அழகா சொன்னேன் இன்னைக்கு அவன் வேற மூட்ல வந்திருக்கான்.
Muffin no like you stress the
Yeah, it's
I cannot lah.
muffins. Yeah.
இல்லை இவன் நீ சொல்றா.
You finish?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
டைம் ஓட சரியில்லடா.
Okay, so if I want to baking the sonna, so I also start with the baking. I baked a lot of cookies, especially during COVID. I was one of those people COVID time that was doing baking. But backstory is uni time, so I dip my feet into it a bit lah. Not literally, in case you all crack joke. So I started a bit, and COVID time நேர இருந்துச்சு, and going to the grocery store was the only excuse I had to leave the house.
Oh, yes.
So I just went, baked as much as I could lah, and the chocolate cookies, and I make my own recipes. I use like Cadbury chocolate slices and cut and put into the cookies. And then I tried to do like fudge styles also. So that was one thing. Thanks. So another one is Indian sapadu. I tried to cook, and funny enough, I made butter chicken well.
Right.
On my first go, I actually managed to. I'm picky with regards to my food that I cook. So when I did it and it tasted nice to me, it was like, okay, I'm satisfied. So butter chicken.
Okay, so I started off with baking also. And I actually started with FNN. I was an FNN student also.
Okay.
Home econs. ஏன்னா எனக்கு கொடுத்த ஆப்ஷன் வந்து DNT FNN. I didn't want to cut a thumb, so I just no, because I know I would cut a thumb. So I know. I took FNN. I started off with baking, right? And the best dish I ever did to me till date was my ayam penyet.
Ayam penyet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was not easy. It was not easy.
Fried chicken and put the sambal on top,
No,
right?
I had to boil the chicken. Then I had to boil the chicken with the masala. Then I had to let it marinate. Then I had to let it fry it like 3 times or 4 times until like it gets that perfect
3 or 4
texture.
times. 2 அடிக்கிறீங்க. 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4
Okay,
times,
nice,
yeah.
okay.
Until I get that perfect texture. Then nasi kuning or that. அது வந்து not just normal rice. Nasi kuning or that.
Yellow.
Yellow. And huh?
Nasi kuning yellow.
Nasi kuning yellow தானே?
இல்ல அவன் உன்னை கலாய்க்கிறான்னு உனக்கு
Masala chai tea.
Nasi kuning order, then it went well. Then I made my own chili also because I cannot do food without chili, like sambal. Sambal belacan. Sambal belacan. I made everything from scratch. And it was a very proud moment. It tasted very nice, I think.
நீ சாப்பிட்டியா?
Yeah, I ate that.
Okay,
இல்ல கொஞ்சம் முன்ன சொன்ன நீ சமைச்சா நீ சாப்பிட
அதுதான்
மாட்டே.
நான் சாப்பிட்டேன். ஏன்னா நான் அது ஏன் தெரியுமா?
நல்லா இல்ல.
அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் தொம்யம் செஞ்சேன். அந்த
Oh.
தொம்யம்
Was not yum.
It was just Tom. Yum இல்ல.
It's just a tom. அதுல இருக்கட்டும். So
But I just have this question. நீ 3-4 தடவை fry பண்ணேன்டே. Don't you the chicken never get dry because if you fry the chicken
It's
too
not-
much,
The juice will come out, right?
fry for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, then you take out 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then the last one I kept for like 10 minutes. So it's like it sort of like created a
எனக்கு புரியல.
இப்போ எனக்கு அது கேட்டோன்னே எனக்கு தாகம் எடுக்குது.
Yes. Chef. அந்த ஆம்பரை வச்சு இவனாடி பரஃப்.
அதுல வேற ஐயாம் பேஞ்ச வேற பண்ணிக்கிறேன். அந்த கோழி.
அல்ல அந்த ரெசிபில சொல்லிருந்தாங்க. சோ அது
கோழி.
சரி என்னத்தை வச்சு கோழி அடிச்ச? உண்மையாவே கேக்குறேன்.
சரி உன்னோட ஃபேவரட் குக்கிங்ஸ்.
கோழி ஆத்மா சாந்தி அடையல.
டேய்
Very good. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good.
For my best.
சொல்றா உன் ஃபேவரட் குக்.
நான் அவ்வளோவா சமைக்க மாட்டேன், but no, but one thing I'm very proud of is every time I make scrambled eggs, right? Because நான் பார்த்த scrambled egg tutorial வந்து is actually
இது வந்து யார் என்ன செய்யலாம்டா.
no. I follow Gordon Ramsay's you need to ஒரு constant effort இருக்கு.
Right.
So every time I do that, right, you need to like off the fire. Yeah, so it every time it comes out nice and not like dry. So a lot there's some texture, some cream to it, right? I feel happy lah. Yeah.
So scrambled egg. Nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically இப்போ ஒரு quick fire round க்கு போவோம். Just a few controversial unique food combinations. We will state and you let us know your thoughts on that. Okay? Prata with sugar.
No.
Short and sweet.
I agree, bro.
Pineapple with pizza.
Why not? Yeah. Good.
Mee siam biryani.
Mee siam biryani, there is a thing. So yeah.
Actually,
Good.
my mother-in-law, it's a trick question. My mother-in-law makes mee siam biryani.
Yeah. Good.
உனக்கு பிடிக்குமா இல்லையா? என்ன கேமரா பார்த்து சொல்லிடு. இடியப்பம் with sugar?
Yes. Coconut, don't forget coconut.
Yes.
தேங்காய் மறந்துடாதீங்க.
Correct.
Chili flavored ice cream.
Why?
It's a thing in India apparently.
Yeah. அது அங்கே இருக்கட்டாங்க.
Orange flavored chocolate.
Orange flavored chocolate. Yes. Contrast very, very well. Balance.
Yeah.
Coffee biryani.
Hell no.
Good.
So, context is I tried.
You tried that.
I tried doing.
அட பாவி.
எடுக்கும்போது அப்படியே ஊத்திருப்பாங்க.
உயிரோட கை என்ன?
No, I didn't.
அதனால தான் இவன் நாசி கூனிங் ஆவறதுடா.
அது நாசி குனிங் இல்ல.
நாசி
I tried making but failed terribly. So
Nobody house take the செருப்பு video.
இல்ல அப்ப யாரும் வீட்ல இல்ல.
அதனால தான் தப்பிச்சு.
லட்டி பாட்டி என்ன செருப்பால அடிப்பாங்க.
செருப்பு மட்டும் இல்ல பக்கத்துல இருக்க எல்லாத்தையும் அடிச்சிருப்பாங்க.
But hey, innovation is always good.
Exactly.
almost always.
You come to a point where I want to ask you the question like cooking க்கு வர like புதுசா cooking க்கு வர அந்த இந்த skill set learn பண்றதுக்கு what advice do you give to these people?
There is a very good future for those of you who actually want to step into F&B business. So it's so lucrative. It's no longer just you work behind a kitchen and then like adupadi velanu solluvaanga. It's not like that. There's so many ways to make your business fruitful and enjoy, and you can enjoy the whole process. So it's very lucrative. Yeah. Try பண்ணுங்க. Highly encourage it.
Okay, so yeah, I think we're coming to the end of the episode. So thank you so much for your time. So lastly, where can people find you on a lot of social media?
So you can follow me, Chemin SG and Annil Ravin.
Awesome.
I have a bonus question. Favorite biryani?
My favorite biryani place is it?
Just favorite biryani.
Type of biryani. Mutton, chicken.
Biryani.
Oh.
Mutton. Because the most amount of flavor, the fats will contribute to the rice. So mutton biryani.
Mutton biryani or lamb shank biryani?
I think lamb shank biryani.
Wow.